All right, so let's get started with another deep dive. We've got a really cool one today, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Today we are going to a desert.
Ooh, a desert. Okay.
And we're going to be searching for a lost civilization.
Nice.
Which is always cool.
Yeah, always a fun time.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about Eldara.
Eldara.
Which is a kingdom that is said to have been swallowed up by the desert. Like, literally underneath the sand.
So, like, is there any, evidence, besides the legends, is there anything that suggests that they wanted to be found?
Well, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the big mystery here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, did they just get swallowed up by the desert, or was there something more to it?
Right, yeah.
So our source material for this is a YouTube video that we found, which tells the story of this young explorer named Eldara.
Okay.
And she's drawn to Eldara by all these, childhood stories that she's heard. And also, she has this old map.
So, like a family heirloom?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. It's been passed down through the generations.
Very cool. So are we talking, Indiana Jones vibes here?
Yes, exactly.
Awesome.
That's exactly what it is.
I love it. It's like that classic, that search for lost worlds, right?
Yeah.
That idea of uncovering something that's been hidden for centuries. It's just like, there's something so magical about it.
Yeah, and a little bit risky.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, are we meant to find this,
Exactly. Yeah, are we messing with something?
Yeah, are we, grave robbing in a way?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a moral dilemma, isn't it?
It is. So from this video, we get this sense that Eldara was this really special place.
Yeah.
It was magical.
Okay.
It was a civilization where magic was a part of everyday life.
Wow. So not just a few sorcerers here and there, but everyone was in tune with magic.
Yes, exactly. It was woven into their lives and how they lived and how they interacted with nature. And
I mean, what kind of magic are we talking about here? Is it elemental magic, like fire and water? Or is it something more spiritual?
That's a good question. They didn't really get into that in the video.
Okay.
But I like to imagine that it was all sorts of magic,
Yeah, like a whole tapestry of different magical disciplines. I mean, was that maybe part of their downfall? Maybe they got too powerful. Maybe the magic consumed them.
That's a really interesting theory,
yeah,
right? Maybe they got too powerful for their own good.
Yeah.
So anyways, Eldara, she goes on this journey, right?
Yeah.
And this journey is not easy. It's
oh, I bet. We're talking desert, right?
Yeah, through the desert, scorching sun, treacherous dunes, all that good stuff.
Wow, that's hardcore. I mean, she must be really driven, this Eldara. What do you think, what's her motivation? Is it just curiosity?
I think it's more than curiosity.
Yeah.
I think it's, those stories that we inherit, like the stories that shape who we are. I think that's what's driving her, those ancestral whispers. She has to...
she has to prove them true.
Yeah, she needs to validate those stories.
That's really powerful, actually.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So finally she gets to this, partially buried temple.
Oh, okay, hold on. Partially buried? So, she just stumbles upon it.
Yeah, she's out there trekking through the desert. And
wow. Okay, so what's the temple like?
It's described as this ancient structure that's partially swallowed by the sand, and the air crackles with this leftover magic,
Ooh, residual magic. I love it. That's awesome. So what's inside the temple? Anything cool?
Oh, yeah, there's this one really interesting thing.
Okay.
It's an hourglass.
An hourglass.
Yeah.
Okay, so time. Right. Time is a big theme here.
Yeah, and it's ornate. It's really fancy.
Okay, so it's not just some random timekeeping device. It's a significant artifact.
Right.
Interesting. What happens with the hourglass?
Well, it starts to move.
Yeah.
But no one's touching it.
Whoa, wait, hold on. It just starts moving on its own. That's creepy.
Yeah, it's like magic is making it move.
Okay, this is getting really good. So what happens next?
So then Eldara starts having these visions.
Visions? From the hourglass?
Yeah.
Whoa. What kind of visions?
Well, she sees these towering cities. Imagine these grand cities that were part of Eldara.
Okay, so she's seeing the civilization in its prime.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Anything else?
She sees mages that are wielding this crazy powerful magic.
Ooh, powerful magic. I bet that was a sight to behold.
And she even sees glimpses into the everyday lives.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Of the people that used to live there.
So a real window into the past.
Exactly.
That's so cool. So are these visions just passive recordings of the past, or like could she interact with them?
Yeah, that's the question, right?
Right.
Like, are they just echoes or is there something more there?
Man, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? To actually be able to like touch the past, talk to the people from Eldara.
It would be really cool, but also, like, maybe a little bit scary.
Yeah, true, true. You don't want to mess with the timeline, right?
Yeah, exactly. So then as these visions are happening, there's this, like, ethereal voice.
Wait, a voice? Like, where's it coming from?
It seems like it's just coming from the temple itself, like filling the temple.
Whoa. So what does the voice say?
It says that Eldara is cursed.
Cursed. Okay. So, like, that's why they disappeared.
Yeah, and the curse isn't like a physical destruction, it's the
Yeah.
curse of time.
The curse of time. What does that even mean?
So it's not that there was like a volcano or an earthquake or something like that.
Okay.
It's that they're trapped in the past.
Trapped in time. That's deep, man.
Yeah, they can't move forward.
So, like, they're frozen in a specific moment that's both fascinating and terrifying.
It is, yeah. It's like this cautionary tale
Yeah.
about holding on too tightly
Yeah.
to the past.
Yeah. Right. Like, you can't let the past control your future. So
Exactly.
that's a powerful message.
Yeah. So Eldara, she has this realization, right?
Yeah.
She realizes that her journey wasn't about reviving Eldara.
Oh, okay.
It was about learning from it.
Learning from their mistakes so history doesn't repeat itself.
Exactly, yeah.
That's really thought-provoking.
It is, yeah. It's about gleaning this wisdom
Yeah.
from the ashes of the past.
Right, because we all have our own ashes,
Yeah.
right? Our past experiences, the good and the bad. It's about learning from them and using that knowledge to build something better.
Yeah, exactly. It's not about dwelling in the past, but using it
Right.
to make a better future, a brighter future.
That's really inspiring, actually.
So her quest was never about finding this lost city. It was about self-discovery
Yeah.
and realizing, like, the true treasure isn't gold or artifacts.
Yeah.
It's wisdom.
It's the wisdom to learn from the past
Yeah.
and to, move forward.
Yeah. So what would you do? You're standing there in Elara's place, right?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
You know, these sands hold the memories of Eldara,
Yeah.
but you also know the curse.
Right, right. It's like the knowledge is tempting, but the price might be too high.
Would you go deeper?
Man, that's the question, isn't it? What would I be hoping to find?
Yeah. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. We'd love to continue this conversation.
Yeah, let's keep the deep dive going.
And thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
See ya.